Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Battle of the States Season 2. This is something I didn't know if I would ever do an again, honestly. And you know, there's a fair few reasons for that, but overall, we have Maryland, Virginia in the Mid-Atlantic group. This is how we're going to start our event. We have, the way it's going to work is we have 8 groups. See if I know this off the top of my head, although I could just pull up the sheet for this. We have, each group is its own region. We have the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Midwest, Central, Southeast, South Central, Mountain, and Pacific regions. The top 3 performers of each region will move on, while the winner will get a bye in the next round. So anyways, I am here with Cold Spaghetti today and going to introduce him as well. He's kind of commentated a lot of our events, so he should be used to this at this point. So hello.
Hello, that is me.
Yeah, that is you. How are we excited to run our second ever Battle of the States tournament?
I cannot wait, and I can't believe I get to be part of this one start to finish. I think it'll be my first like full event.
Oh yeah, it's kind of true actually. But yeah, anyways, the 2 teams that will be kicking us off, strangely, are the same 2 states that kicked off our first Battle of the States, being Maryland and Virginia, starting off in the 2 states that surround DC from the north into the south. So anyways, I'm going to go on to the match scene, and in a bit, I am going to, once I switch scenes, you all are going to see what level that we will be playing. That is, if people haven't played it already. All right, hello everybody. The level we'll be playing is Club Step EX. I think this might be a map pack level. I don't remember, so you guys, maybe one of you have played it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's Club Step V2. It's Club Step EX.
Yeah, I beat this.
Okay, yeah, you have beaten this. All right. So
our next from the Club Step
our next level here is going to be got Dark Sparks. With the relatively short length of the level, this will actually be quite a short match, assuming everybody here has not played it. Wait, stop playing. Is he playing the level?
Oh my god.
Okay, well we gotta re-roll at that point. You can't play the level till I say go. All right, here is your level now. Do not play it. Here you go. It'll be Grinds My Gears.
I'm gonna make so many jokes out of that name.
I'm just waiting on a couple players here.
I have 25 on this, but I don't
25.
remember anything about
That is gonna be that is going to, in the Open Cup. Actually, I didn't decide on this yet, but for now, I'm just gonna roll us a different one. But I'll figure on the percentages. I forgot to do that. Normally it's 20 was the line for the Open Cup, so I'm gonna use that. All right, the next level is Wretched. Oh, that's a
Wretched with a
plat.
W.
Wait, I'm not supposed to get plats. Give me one sec. I'm literally not supposed to. Well, it's our opening match for a reason.
That is not how you spell wretched.
All right, our next level is going to be called The End, but it's a medium demon, not the insane demon.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't think that one's a medium demon.
Oh, which one?
It's going to be this ID. 13 would be below the limit, so if that is, that's fine.
Oh, the old one.
This one's by Wamick. So Luster, this is not the level. Okay, Vibrant, just waiting on you.
Vibrant? Okay. Pampan Liddy has 3%, is that true?
That is definitely fine.
Right.
So you can see everybody go to level select and refresh the level. The match will be a it will be a 15-minute match. So once I get the timer reset here, we will get ready to begin our match. So everybody go to level select. Yep, do I see green dots on everybody? I do. And we'll be beginning the match in 3, 2, 1, go. We can see everybody is now deafened, and so we can begin our match here. Anyways, lower the music just a little bit.
Battle of the States 2, here we go.
Yeah, this is Battle of the States 2. The way it'll work now that we have begun the match, after a little bit of chaos trying to actually find the level, it will be just a simple first to beat type match, and with that, you will see that we will be adding up the percentages of each of these teams. I actually believe I might have beaten this level before.
So you got all the expert knowledge.
This level's pretty weird because it kind of just throws speed changes at you, but honestly, for its time, it looks pretty good.
This reminds me about Chrome Hearts a little bit. Like core style.
Yeah,
it's not really core style, but it's very cluttered.
It's cluttered, I like it. Yeah. People used to think that was like the coolest thing ever back in the day.
That's because it was.
It really was.
Except
it was
all the levels sucked. Their gameplay was so bad. I remember playing like a core, like medium demon or something. Painful.
Oh wait, why the players didn't go by? Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah.
That is an unfortunate mistake right here. That I'll have to come up with a better method to not make this mistake. This will be off for just a little bit. Just give me a sec.
All right. Luckily, I remember the players' names. That is Damien with 8%. Oh, look, names just came up. Perfect.
And there you go. We have our player names.
Yes, I have no idea how I didn't notice. Honestly, that's my fault.
And we can see at the moment Damien has the highest percentage on the level. Everybody else still kind of in the practice phase. No, the timer is like not going at exactly a consistent rate, but I'm looking like at what I have internally, and it should still add up to being accurate.
That's good. Damien with 25%. Yes, quick reminder for anyone confused about the format. The run that will count will be your furthest run.
Yes, the furthest run is the only one that counts here.
Yes, so while Damien is 25% now, if these guys can get really good at this level and they start playing from 0, they could get to 101 attempts and Damien's lead will vanish immediately. So we'll see what they're able to do. Everyone except Damien is still practicing. But yeah, again, slow start as per usual. As we see, 30% comes through from Damien. I believe it is Pen Liddy, who is currently the furthest back of any of the players at 26. Everyone else is between, I believe, the 50s and kind of the 30% range, except from Green Omega. But yeah, actually, you said this was the opening match for the last Battle of the States, right?
It was.
How did that one go? If you have any recollection.
I actually don't quite remember the total outcome of that one. I think Maryland scored higher. Yeah, because they scored higher in like all of those rounds. Generally, they got a lot further in that tournament.
All right, so we'll see if Virginia is able to get revenge here.
But so far it's been Damien though who's been having the best of luck on this round. Although you can see Luster is now going to start going from 0, picks up 4% there.
Yep.
Green Omega
26 from Fuse
also
Max.
making progress. Well, I'm not sure where the runs are, like, when they aren't porting. Seems like Lusters aren't quite sending, but luckily it's not super hard to fix that on here because like scorekeeping is pretty easy.
Exactly, just wait for the orbs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Easy peasy. It's Luster from 0, so this could be a very big run. That is my one and only gripe. It's when they go in practice mode for an extended period of time and I don't know, and then they die. I'm like, oh my god, new best. And then they were playing from like 13 or something.
And we
but
can
that
see,
is from 0.
There you go, that one went in. So, okay, I guess
72% for Luster.
And we can see now that gives the lead to Virginia by just 2% here as we exit the first 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah. Luster now going to be our strongest performing player, passing Damien's best of 55. I believe it is just Damien and Luster playing from 0 while everyone else is still practicing. So they're going to be having a little bit of a face-off of their own here. The lead for Virginia, a absolute whopping 2%. So Maryland could pass this very easily. We'll see what they're able to do, so they start to get more practice in. Fuse Max, after that 26%, like to go in practice mode and is now going from 0 once again. We'll see if Fuse Max can pick up a new best. Luster on a pretty decent run in the 3s right now. Let's see if it's going to go down. See if that 72 is a big fluke or if Luster is able to keep up this performance. Actually reminds me, while we're talking about Luster, this player, almost 50,000 stars. So experience in this kind of star grindy, learn levels and quickly beat them kind of category may have a bit of an advantage going into this, as we see 45% comes through from Fuse Max. I actually have information on all of the players, so we can kind of go more into that as once things die down. But it looks like we're going to start to ramp up a little bit as more people are going from 0. As mentioned earlier, Fuse Max is now going from 0. I believe Pen Liddy is going from 0 as well. So this is going to be a new best once this comes through. Damien Luster also from 0. Luster actually on a new best as Fuse Max picks up 46%. One more percentage for Maryland. But I want to call more attention to Luster once again, who looks like might actually be getting the completion.
We'll see. This is the ending there, and I think Luster is going to pick up the completion. We'll have the first completion of the Battle of the States 2.
Yes, congratulations to Luster. Good work. Now let's see if your the rest of your team can pick up where you left off. Despite that completion, Virginia not in the lead, down 40% on Maryland right now. You can see all 3 Maryland players are playing from 0. Vibrant is still practicing. I believe Green Omega is practicing as well, or is doing the craziest first attempt I've ever seen. Or like second.
Where's the audio
Nope,
double?
also practicing.
Oh, wait.
See new best come through from Pen Liddy, 48%. Gonna put another 2 percentage points on the board for Maryland. 62 comes through for Damien, also putting on another. Feeling not consistent enough. However, with this lead that Maryland has accumulated for themselves over these first 8 to 9 minutes of the match, we'll sort of have that luxury, a little more leeway, if you will, especially as both Vibrant and Green Omega for Virginia are still playing in practice mode. FuseMax has been playing from 0 for quite some time, but since that 46 has not been able to pick up a better run, we'll see if that changes. Damien's still from 0. Green Omega now going from 0 once again. Gonna see if we can pass that best of 12%. While Vibrant has been slowly moving back this entire time and is playing from, I believe, 8%, so will be joining us in the race from 0 soon. Yeah, no big runs for anyone as of right now. I believe it is just Vibrant and Pen Liddy.
I did watch back just to make sure, but I couldn't hear any doubling. But if chat wants to correct me on that, that would be great to know. But I just wanted to make sure that problem is no. Someone said that we were, but I don't see it. So that's strange.
Well, hopefully that's on their end.
Okay. Well, that's good. We could see that we have a 30% run from Green Omega here.
Yep. Gonna close that gap a little bit. Another 18 percentage points on the board for Virginia. The lead for Maryland now 26%. Gonna be 28% with that run from Damien to 64. I think this is probably Virginia's best chance to close that gap. As we can see, Pen Liddy is playing in practice mode still. So that's gonna be both of them, both players, or remaining players for Virginia, both Vibrant and Green Omega, will be playing from 0, while Damien and FuseMax for Maryland are also playing from 0, so they're going to be kind of matched there. Green Omega has put in a decent amount of practice, is actually going back into practice mode. We do have almost 4.5 minutes left on the clock. So
I'll say that mod that Pen Liddy's using, low-key would be nice if I required everybody to use it.
Yes, that should be mandated, making my life so easy.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's a run info. I love that mod. I think Damien is from 0 right now. This is a massive run.
This would definitely be. It could be a completion for the Maryland team that.
If this is in practice mode, I'm going to lose all of my aura. Please be from 0.
No, it's definitely
55 comes through from FuseMax, but yeah, that's the completion for Damien.
And that puts Maryland up by even more. We are about to enter the final 4 minutes of the match.
Yeah, you can see how that cumulative percentage kind of works in the sum of everyone's parts. And why sometimes it's going to matter how everyone does, not just one player. It's very hard for one player to kind of do all the heavy lifting for a team. And we could see that because even though both teams have one completion, Maryland is up 60% as the new best run comes through from Green Omega and Vibrance. You can see Maryland's up 60% just because both Pen Liddy and FuseMax have much further runs than Vibrant and Green Omega for the time being. Although we'll see if that can change. Just because of the difficulty of these levels, I mean, it's very easy to see just come through at the last minute in ways that we don't really see in the consistency tournament, where it feels like in the first couple minutes, at least a lot of the time, it can feel very easy to know who's going to win.
You don't really see the same level of insane comebacks in consistency events where here everything can change in just one little bit. I think Green Omega might be from 0 too, and if he could get far, 54, that'll cut the deficit to just 16% now. And see what I was saying, Maryland was up big, but now it's Virginia that's kind of been looking to catch up. FuseMax gets 60%. You can see right there. And a lot of it's going to be on Vibrant here, so he hasn't scored a ton yet.
Yeah. That's kind of the other thing, is that the higher you go, the less
gonna be
points you can
45.
get for your team. So
And the deficit is now down to just 9. And this match is heating up.
yep. We've seen that because Vibrant had such a low percentage, even though that gap between Maryland and Virginia was so quick. With just a few decent runs, I mean, Vibrant hasn't even second half yet. Neither had Green Omega, now just barely over with 54. But just because their
There's a
percentage is so
1%
low, they have so much more
improvement for
percent.
Fuse Max. That always makes a difference, though. So
Yep, 209% for Maryland now. But that gap has shortened so much just because of how even those like mid-tier runs can change everything just to how low they were before. So now this really could just be anyone's game. It's just going to come down to this performance in our last 2 minutes. Now we'll see if these players can make some magic happen in the final 2 minutes of our first level of Battle of the States 2. No one on a crazy run right now. Green I get 20%. That's going to be it for now. Actually, Pen Liddy entering the 30s as well. See if this is a new best run. Help Maryland expand that gap by a little bit, because right now it's only 10%. We can take it, so anything would help right now. Yeah, it's going to be the new best for Pen Liddy. We'll see how much larger that is able to get. In the 60s now. No one else too far, although FuseMax is also on pace to get a new best, now entering the 50s.
yeah, there's a
72%
72
comes
run,
through.
and Maryland might be pulling away a little bit in this match to start. Vibrant, though, it gets 44%, dies right before his new best. You can see there's an 11% improvement from FuseMax.
Yes, the lead now 45% for Maryland with these huge runs coming through from the remaining 2 players from
The
Maryland.
funny thing is that Luster was the first to beat this level. He wasn't even supposed to play in this match. He was supposed to be somebody else.
Well, you know, some people say
That's just kind of what happens.
everything happens
in
for
here.
a reason.
So we're in the final 10 seconds here. Once the time hits 0, players will be allowed to finish their attempt, but then after the fact, the match would end.
Yep.
All right,
Final
time is
second.
now up.
That's it.
And so this will be the last attempt for each of these players.
Yep.
FuseMax has
FuseMax is gonna go down.
has completed their run here. So has Pen Liddy.
Dies.
And it'll just be up to the 2 Virginia players. Okay, I think Green
Vibrant's
Omega
just
might
gonna
have
die.
to. I think they'll have to beat the level to win by 1. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we'll see if Green Omega is able to do it.
Yeah, beating the level would win by 1, if I'm not mistaken. So this is all going to come down to the ending here. Green Omega at seeing how far you can get. Oh, almost dies at that gap here. And can
Okay.
they seal it? No, they do not.
78.
And that is going to wrap up the match. And now we can unmute everybody. And it ended up being a really close one to start, but the final score is 223 Virginia to 244 Maryland.
Thank you, Damien. Thank
Did you see? This level is so bad. This level is so bad.
That's 72. This is just me.
I got a 78% buzzer beater.
I would have fluked it. I would have fluked it, bro.
Bro, I got a 78%. Like with 1 second left, bro.
Yeah, they would have won by 1.
The one level I suck at. The one game mode I suck at. The one game mode I've never played before.
Well, the good news is that it's not just 1 level, it's a best of 3. So, I have another level for you all to play.
Vibrant, you got 45! Oh my god! Yes! You suck!
My best for you were doing them right now.
I was doing the part wrong like the whole time, bro, and I didn't even notice. No, you suck! Oh my god! I was doing the part wrong the whole time.
Wait, Patrick.
Yeah?
Are we doing best of 3 right now?
Please
It's best of 3, so I'm gonna do level 2 right now. So the second level is going to be Upbeat Illusion.
Vibrant, why'd you sell? Please, Green. Yo, shut up, bro. Yo, chat, shut up, bro.
This song is peak.
This
Sometimes
level has
y'all
a
need
bug.
to like be
Oh my god, this
Dude,
song.
I got a 78% buzzer beater, bro.
What is it? What is it? Wait,
People
what
in
is
the
it?
comments are talking about this level having a bug.
Upbeat illusion.
It has a bug. Wait, oh
Wait.
shit, wait, don't start, don't
Wait,
start.
please tell me this level isn't bad.
Oh, apparently they don't want you to use CBF.
What the recent
I'll
level?
it's
over. It's GG's.
I'll re-roll if you guys want, but I don't know. Do you guys want to just all turn off CBF and run it, or like?
Someone's saying it's still bugged
Bro, re-roll.
without
I am.
CBF.
Yeah, I don't care, bro,
Re-roll it.
re-roll.
Okay,
It
so I'll
messes
just
with
play.
you.
I'll play a different one. I'll have to talk to Howler about them. I know them, so we'll probably. I can probably get this
There's
fixed
a bug in
later.
this?
Apparently, yeah, a lot of people are saying there is. So,
Oh my god, bro.
here's
Y'all almost
our next
fixed me
level is
again.
going to be Windblade. One word.
Windy landscape? Wait.
Yes.
Wait, we're playing Hard Machine?
The Lopez.
Bro, what do you mean windblade? Oh, there's no spaces.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
no
yo,
space.
Viber, you're actually smart, bro.
Woogie.
Yo, Viber, you're actually
Shut
like
up.
a genius.
All right, so everybody, get ready. We'll be beginning our it is tier 5.
Good luck, guys.
That's right. I
Count.
Come on,
tier
chat.
5 means it is technically an easy demon, so I will be
3,
playing
2, 1,
I will be
go.
playing a different
Yo,
level.
shut up, dude. Yeah, bro. You better not
Alright.
start.
My filtering should have gotten that, but whatever.
Yo, wait, I'm playing a level
Here we
right now.
go.
Can you
The level now is going to be exclamation.
Oh wait, we're doing exclamation.
So the level's at tier 5 on GDDL, which means that level is very likely easy demon difficulty. Like, it's too
The
easy.
song is not allowed for
Bro,
you,
why
so
are they
there's
all
no-
like 30 seconds long? Why are you
There's
playing
no
such short
song.
levels? Bro, just.
Yo, wait,
There
when
is
was
no-
this made?
There is no Nong,
2 years ago.
apparently.
We're good.
Oh, can we have you roll again?
Levels
Been chopped.
I mean, I can see
Yo,
if
y'all
I have
gotta,
it.
like, please.
Everybody down
Dude,
there.
I'm not
One level
down
that
with this
actually worked, and it was the
level.
worst level in all of GD.
I know, bro. That level is actually so
I
bad.
do not.
Yeah, bro.
So,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
we'll
can we
have
get
to.
like a rerun, bro? Can we get like a rerun because like that level is bad.
Okay.
10
You may say-
factorial
Completion of Battle of the
Hear me
Sages
out. Hear me
by
out.
Alias
Hear me
West.
out.
All right. Here's your next level. Now we have Mesorim Alba. This is
What?
gotta be.
Excuse me?
How do you spell that?
Wait,
What?
is
Patrick,
this-
I think
Oh,
I think we're gonna
found
need
it,
a
I
code
found
for
it.
this one.
Okay.
Mesorem.
This one
Oh wait,
doesn't have a song, but it has a jukebox.
bro.
I'm
Everyone
so
better.
smart. I found it.
Mesorem Alba.
Why is it not downloading?
None of these jukebox songs are downloading
This
at
one
all.
doesn't even have a
Ooh,
Oh
thing.
yeah, jukebox
This
is
is a
down.
tier-
You guys didn't hear?
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, pick a different level.
Yeah, this is a tier 5. Why is it not
my
giving me? Whatever. Give me a sec.
Bro,
Oh my
jukebox is
God.
down. It's been down since like the start of the day, bro. It's actually
All
like
right.
rap.
Has it
We are
actually?
going to be playing
Yeah,
every
that's-
day.
Oh my god, a level with every in it. I'm having trauma, bro.
Ooh,
Okay,
oh,
this
this
one
level
should-
is so good. This was a weekly demon.
Every
Wait,
day.
it's good.
One word.
CS
It's
level.
gonna take 5 seconds
Every
then.
day.
One word.
yo.
No space. No space.
Oh,
word.
oh.
All right, we can play this one. We can play
I'm
this.
so dumb.
This level is so good.
All
So
right.
You guys should be thankful. You guys should.
But
be
have you
thankful.
already
This level's
played
fire.
it?
He said.
Yeah, I've beaten this. I've beaten this
He
twice.
said he beat it.
Yo.
Yo, he's cheating. He's
I'm not
Eat it.
playing.
Yo, so you
Okay.
swear.
Yo, that's exactly.
You swear you're not playing on the sidelines.
No, the only reason
I-
why I
All
didn't
right,
swear, I
win
swear.
was
we
that
will
one
be
guy.
beginning the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, guys.
I'm not active.
Yeah, let's everybody. I
All right.
love this level. I can actually talk about this one because I've beaten this. I beat this weekly demon and I got the coin right.
Interesting.
This one is incredibly sync based, like almost completely sync based. I believe the pre-drop is the hardest part. I would expect people to get stuck there, get through the middle, and then die to the ending. The ending is a little bit weird. It's relatively sight readable because it follows the same triplet pattern. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some people get some big flukes or just like not use practice mode. Like just do it once and then start playing. Yeah, this one's super fun. Yeah, we can see
Tomorrow I'm
everyone
gonna
doing
have to
their
make
first
some
practice
fixes
mode.
to my filtering system that I got made for me for this. But
Also, Do you ever
Yeah.
check to see if like if the level was weekly demon, if people have beaten just the weekly demon, but not like regularly?
That's a good point that I never thought of until this level.
Yeah, this was a weekly demon. It's entirely possible one of them beat it. Although it didn't sound like any of them played it because no one recognized it except me.
Yeah, they weren't like. I think also I do know Luster. If he'd be honest, he'd be honest to me if that was the case. But yeah, we should probably figure that out. Maybe I could add a feature to the GD World Tournament mod where it like knows if you did it as a weekly or not.
We'll see.
That could be cool.
You can see everyone in the 70s now. You can notice everyone is just a lot of people are just rapidly dying. This is kind of the hardest part to read. It's not the worst, but like compared to the middle, it's a lot harder to read. Just shoot going up and down a lot more. But yeah, we'll see who completes our first practice run here. Looks like it's going to be Fuse Max. Vibrant will be short to follow. Fuse Max, as I mentioned, looks like Fuse Max is already playing from zero. Going to be 60%, although I believe this player did use strategy last time.
Yeah, I believe so.
Which worked to decent success.
Also,
we'll
this
see how it works
level
out on
seems
this
like
one.
it's probably much more sight readable than the other one, right? Like,
It is. Although it's kind of like, it's very flow based. You kind of just have to like be into it. Like it is hard. It is very easy to like zone out for like 1 second and get complete.
and get and
But
it
like
gets
you can
screwed,
say
yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
Did Vibrant? No, Vibrant is playing in practice mode.
No, yeah.
Green Omega looks like is playing from zero. Gonna be our furthest from once this. No, that is practice mode. I lied. I apologize to everyone viewing. I believe just gonna be a Fuse Max playing from zero. On that new best, it looks like Damien playing from zero as well. This is gonna be a new best too. So Maryland is already starting to put those points on the board. Yep, 9% comes through for Pen Liddy, which I didn't even notice. Fuse Max is approaching the drop.
This is like this level looks cool.
It is awesome. This is probably my favorite medium demon. Yep, 36 comes through for Fuse Max. Maryland putting a lot of points on the board here. It's 67% already. And crucially, it is split at least somewhat evenly between 3 players instead of being on 1. So they've got a lot more potential to put more points on the board here. 24% comes through for Damien. And I believe all 3 players for Virginia are still practicing, but by no means does that mean they're out just yet. As previously mentioned, all that matters is the furthest run you get. So if you just get a ton of practice in, just all beat it at once, and then the round is over and they would win, assuming the players from Maryland don't all beat it. As we can see, percentages now come on the board for Virginia. Vibrant getting 9%. Vibrant, I believe, between the 6 players, as the 18% comes through from Pen Liddy, 12% for Vibrant. Was the weakest of the 6. We'll see if I can pick up a little bit of redemption here on the second level, as this run of 7% comes through for Luster.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what they hope, right? You got 18 and 12 from Vibrant and Luster respectively. And so now it's all it's still largely been mostly in the control of Maryland for this match. Fox Semic says this is a very good level, definitely an interesting pull for something like this. I'd say so as well. It was worth going through all those other levels that we could have played. It was worth it.
Yeah, Fox, I'm with you on that one.
We have a synced attempt between Luster and Green Omega. We'll see how long it goes.
Yep, 24% comes through for Pen Liddy. We'll see how these attempts shake up. One thing I do want to mention,
Well, your mic just cut off. Oh, there you go. Yeah, let's do the player facts. We did accumulate those for this match.
Okay. I'm gonna read those. Those. I do want to start off with player 1,
which is Pen Liddy.
Did he tell me anything, actually? I'm not sure if he did. He might have verbally.
He got like 88 on Kyuki, I believe is what he said was his hardest accomplishment.
Yeah, 88 on
Kyuki. Remember.
8 on Kyuki, and had another listing I believe was a top.
Currently at the moment, we could see though Damien has been absolutely killing it compared to everybody else here. Although I'm not sure, is this a fluke from Luster?
It might be.
Because it definitely seems like a flukeable level, and Luster was already the first to beat it last
Yeah.
time.
I
And
think
we'll see,
Luster's been playing from
Luster
zero.
is at the ending, I believe, here.
Yep.
And as I said, I gotta get people to all use run info. That'd be so nice, because then I would never have to question again. But that would be the end, I think, in Luster. They're waiting at the end screen, so this is gonna be a completion for Virginia already.
Wow. Luster definitely front runner for, if there was an MVP for this, Luster's the front runner right now.
Yeah, hi Luster again. Yeah, hi chat as well.
It's looking bad.
But Luster's been doing great so far.
Yeah, super impressive stuff. As I mentioned earlier, almost 50,000 stars and a hardest of Atomic Cannon Mark II. Also wanted me to let you know, Luster is a dragon, said by themselves. All the facts I have, the players gave me. So whatever they say is what they want.
Yeah, that's what they
Not a
said.
reflection
So
of me.
you could see though,
See Fusemax with the
Fusemax
draw.
and Damien are on the same pace, though Damien did just die. Green Omega gets a new best here, but it's all going to be up to Fusemax here to see. Pen ladies going to want to keep practicing, making sure that they'll be consistent going into, obviously we had just entered the second half of this match. Vibrant is going to start playing from zero.
Yeah. Fusemax on a new best. Pretty good here. 74. Not bad. Another 17% for Maryland now. As you can see, no one else too far right now. More facts. We'll move on to player 2, Damien here. Hardest of Cosmos has been playing List Demons for 4 years. Has also beaten Secupin Circles, and they have 98 on Penumbra. So,
Oh,
very impressive player there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got lots of talent in this tournament.
Yeah.
You know, I looked through like the signups, and like well over half the people who signed up at least had a List Demon.
35 did come through for Green Omega.
Funnily enough, Luster's one of the ones that doesn't have a List Demon. You can see Damien goes and gets 76% here.
Vibrant is on a crazy new best right now.
I love
Now
that
at the
effect
drop,
that
best of
Pen Penlity's
27.
at right now, like the effect that the level has. Chris is like, are you ready?
It's awesome.
Vibrant gets a big improvement run up to 56 here. It's going to cut the deficit just to 5 with 6 minutes left to go.
However, with this attempt from Pen Liddy, the deficit's going to expand once again. Very strong run here. Are going to be at least 30% more on the board for Maryland. I'll see how much more Pen Liddy's able to get. Maybe even picking up that completion.
Yeah, I mean, it would be massive if Pen Liddy can do it. I think this is basically almost it. Like, you just have this spider and you get past that. It's basically, you know, it's basically a sweet ride to the end at that point. And Pen Liddy is, avoiding disaster is going to get a completion as a fluke from 36. There's going to be a huge swing in favor of Maryland, who is already at a great start. And now with the 2 other players, Damien is about to enter new best territory, so we can see if this will be it. And maybe we could actually have this match end on a timeout.
Yeah, so you can see Damien on that new best. Fusemax goes down, doesn't get the new best, but Damien is still going.
But that's a good idea. I should
this
tell the
could be the
players to
completion.
display level stats when they're done.
Damien's going to pick up that
There's a
completion.
completion for Damien, and now that is 2 completions for the Maryland team. Will take a lot from Virginia here in order to take this, but you never know. They almost came back last time, so it's always that.
Very true. Green Omega with the jeez, man.
Whoa, that was
As Green Omega said himself, I stuttered my life away. Green Omega had the buzzer beater run, as he said himself, was what I was trying to say before I turned into XQC. So we'll see if he can do it again.
Yeah, nearly had that buzzer beater too, especially because the level kind of dies down in difficulty after the part that he died in. Like, that's about the latest you could have died in. But I can tell, like, once you get to like the 80s, it's basically done.
We'll see Vibrant approaching the drop now. Vibrant can pick up that new best. The best was 56, so with this drop attempt, should be able to get it, but goes down to 53.
Fusemax can end the match outright with a completion here.
Well, we'll see if Fusemax is able to do it. While we have a bit of downtime, we'll continue on with some of
Luster
these, player facts.
did end up with back-to-back MVPs though, so that's
is
always
true.
something, right? I feel like in this MVP has like an even like more of like a weight than it does in consistency, just because like you're the first to do it in a way, right?
We'll see if Luster can get a first completion on the
I'm
whole
thinking
team.
maybe I could have something where like the MVP gets like points. I don't know. I feel like that could be a good idea because right now I feel like at the top, like once you beat the level, there's like you don't really get that much aside from just beating the level earlier.
Yeah,
So maybe that's something. Maybe that's a change to the format I'll make in future
that could be
tournaments. But after this tournament, honestly, is mainly a test on trying to see what works and doesn't work, so we can implement this into more like world-related events too. So yeah, all of that kind of becomes important in
76
that
for Fusemax.
case. Yeah, 76% run for Fusemax.
Some facts about Fusemax. A hardest of Knights of Thunder.
Some
Also has
rhyming there.
True Effect in
Facts
3
about
runs.
Fusemax.
Oh, that is true, actually. Yeah, I got bars. Yeah, hardest of Knights of Thunder. Has True Effect in 3 runs. And fun fact, Fusemax plays on mouse. No, shout out to all the mouse players out there. I used to be a mouse player. It was very painful. I do not regret switching to Sandfest. Respect to Fusemax.
Me too. Oh, Pen Liddy says me too. He also plays on mouse. I think that's what he
awesome.
said. Me too.
Got 2 mouse players in here. See, Vibrant at the drop. See if Vibrant can finally break this mind block and get 56 or past 56.
Damien
but it's
plays
gonna
on
go down to
looting.
50.
We got a little communication over here in the using the comments section. Creative.
So yeah, we got a little bit of stagnation at the moment. No one else has picked up a new best in quite some time. We are slowly approaching our final minute of the match. So I will go over some more player facts. Vibrant wanted me to mention, Vibrant has started playing a year and a half ago, keep that in mind, as a hardest of Snowbound, until they started playing List Demons that were playing on 60 Hz, and also wanted me to mention, this is the most impressive one, has beaten Deadlocked.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Although I do want to call attention over to Vibrant, who may be picking up a new best. We'll see how this run goes. Again, the run to beat 56. Is going to die to 56 again. Very rough run for Vibrant. Getting to the drop very often, but hasn't been able to pick up a new best. We do have a Fusemax at the drop now. Going to be approaching those 60s. See if Fusemax can pick up the new best run. I would say end the match, but I believe if Fusemax were to beat the level on this attempt, the match would end anyway because of the timer.
Yeah, that's true. It would just be a flat out timer, and they would have to finish their attempt. So if this is it, then that would be kind of funny because it is like the one thing that okay. Time is now up on the match.
Yep, it was every player on their final attempt. Fusemax on that new best
Green
could
Omega is now done.
Okay. And yep, Fusemax is going to get that completion. That's going to be 300%
and
for
Vibrant's gonna
Maryland.
get this. Actually, he can still go. He died right before, but I mean, I guess it won't matter. But it will matter for points difference. But Vibrant does have one more.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna wait for him to realize.
Did he get like extra time?
Vibrant, you have one more. It's because he died before it said level complete. That's how it works. So the text that says level complete is the cutoff point, and he died like half a second before that.
That overrides the timer?
Oh, yeah, wait, I'm stupid. No, this doesn't count. I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought that.
Vibrant, you're getting trolled.
Mental
though,
mistake.
I mean,
mental
I guess
mistake.
you could.
Yeah, he could. I guess he could keep playing, but it's not gonna count.
You can still farm aura. Beat at this attempt.
Let's begin.
No, I'll let Vibrant focus. Vibrant is stepping again.
That's really funny what Piscean Pulse said.
W Patrick.
Oh my god, he's not. No, come on. Oh, if he gets a new best, I'll actually feel bad. No, he doesn't. Yeah,
No.
he didn't get a new. I shouldn't feel happy, but you know. All right, well, everybody, we can unmute all of you. Head over to the
Nice
match
job, guys.
screen here,
Oh my
and we can see
Best
that
performance.
Maryland has
35?
secured.
35, no way. No way. My best performance. I kept dying to the free drop. Bro, I'm so consistent. I'm so consistent. It's just I died to like the my best like over and over and over, bro.
Dude, when I like got into the level, I was like, wait, I remember playing this as the weekly and getting like 3%.
3.
Oh, well, it was just 3, so.
Yeah, bro.
I thought you were gonna say like 90.
Yo,
That was
chat,
gonna
can
be
we
like-
still win this?
5. Like, I don't think it would have mattered.
Yo, chat, can we still win this?
Wait, what's the score?
Well, no, the match is over now. So Maryland has secured
1-0.
the win. They are now up 2-0,
We put the
and
last
since it's a
match
best of 3, they have secured the series. Right now,
Wait,
what I'm
actually,
going
let's do
to
tiebreaker.
Yo, can we
We
do
just
one
put the
more
last
for
match
fun?
for fun.
Can we do
no.
one more for fun?
Let's go, I can do my homework. Let's go, I can do my homework. We all got places to be.
One more.
Oh my god. I got 30.
I need to do my AP US history.
Oh my
homework
god, I'm
tomorrow.
actually, it's actually over for me. I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
Yo, I'm a like skilled player, like not a star grinder.
Dude, I don't like learning levels for less.
I would be better in a tournament that isn't learning the tournament, learning the level.
Well, here's the thing. We did one last time, and half the teams dropped out because of how much effort it was.
Dude, I'm better if like we get an extreme demon and we get like 3 days to pre-practice.
That is literally the exact thing that I was saying is as a problem because last time you guys had a team and you only had like a couple players that were actually able to play.
Wait,
It
so
was
are
rough.
we
This
out of
is
the?
also like
So are we out of the tournament?
No, not for now.
Okay.
Yo, I only have 1,800 stars. Like, chill on me, bro. I have 0 experience.
I have a lot of stars.
Dude, I have like,
So I
bro, if we like
I have
go
a
to my
lot of
We
profile,
know, Luster. You have 48k stars, bro.
I have a lot of practice with just like beating things really fast. So
dude, I have like 1,500 hack stars, bro, from hacking all the map pack. I think I have like 1,500
Yo, dude, you're
stars.
such a cheater, bro.
I was a weird
yeah,
kid, bro.
that was fun.
That was fun, bro.
Dude, that was so much fun. I had so much nerves at the end. Holy.
Bro, when I was down to the pre-jump, I was actually crashing out.
And now I
Bro,
can
oh my
update.
God, great.
Oh, it didn't. It doesn't.
Bro, my
even-
consistency is worse, bro. It's like green. Imagine getting a new vest and then having to die to it 3 more times just to get your next new vest.
I know.
That's how it works for me, bro.
Oh my god, I left my girlfriend on
There you
delivery
go.
for 2 hours. It's actually over.
So now you can
Have a
see
girlfriend.
we have the updated table. We have the 1-0 Maryland and the 0-1 Virginia going into the next time that you all will play, which will be next Friday, I believe. Now the other 2 teams will be playing shortly. I'm going to go get all of that ready. It probably will be about like 5 to 10 minutes of a process.
Yo,
But the
Green,
good
let's get
thing
1,000
too is
stars in
even
a
if
day.
this break time's slightly longer, there's no break time between matches, so it
Yo,
kind
why
of
are you
does mean there's
showing
a
the
lot more action.
code?
So, anyways, I am thank you all for playing, and I am going to get the New Jersey and Pennsylvania players ready.
Good luck, Pennsylvania.
everybody, for this round. Oh, I didn't change the set score too. That I should definitely do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second matchup here. We have two teams that got very far in the last Battle of the States, meeting in the very first match of the second Battle of the States. Pennsylvania made it all the way to the semifinals, where they wound up narrowly losing to California. New Jersey managed to make it all the way to the final, where they also lost to California. But you know, in the world where California doesn't exist, these two would have met in the final. So, isn't that interesting? The world where California doesn't exist would be in a place.
That'd be a pretty different world. The ocean eventually.
That's Florida. No, so we got New Jersey and we got Pennsylvania playing in this round. And I said I already have the level here, and so I am going to post what that level is, and let's see how long it's going to take for us to already have that. All right. Toxic Mash is our first try here.
Ew.
Toxic Mash, which both of you have not played. Okay, wait, there's a good chance we might be playing this one.
Am I spelling it wrong? Hold on.
It's Toxic, so Toxitic.
Oh, it's with a T.
Yeah. Toxic Mash, yeah.
Alex, 112300.
No, I get it.
Yep.
Oh, this
Sushi
is the
beat
guy
it.
who's like
Okay.
the.
Sure.
Oh, I know this level too. It's
Because of the song.
It's like the what's it called? The level inspired by. Fucking,
Alright, here's your next level. It's gonna be Cave World.
Cave World.
Alright,
Also, it's gonna suck.
Oh, I beat it already.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
I beat it.
It's a
When
what?
there's world at the end, you know when you're an over.
I already beat it.
Fox is beating it.
Okay.
Stop beating levels.
Innovation.
Oh yeah. Someone beat this one too, by the way.
I already beat
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
My bad, bro.
Guys, get a life.
This level looks good. Yo, I want to try this. Oh, I have no book. Oh, that doesn't count.
No one searches off the level until Fox searches it.
Is there a tier 3 GDDL here? Oh,
You guys in the car. You guys in
Whatever.
Sure, man. Everyone, look at me go.
all right. Here's the next
get up.
level.
Horrible.
It's gonna be Lost.
Oh, like okay, wait, I'll stop. Which
It's,
one? There's a lot of them.
This is the ID.
I've beaten it.
Oh, okay.
I've beaten it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Why does it say I have 13%? Oh.
All right, our next level is called Extreme Super World.
I'm not looking it up. It's a road boat level, dude.
No, this bodes well for me, actually. I'm happy with it.
Let's go.
No. Honestly, it's probably skill-based considering it's road boats, but
Wait, that's kind of that's kind of fair actually. But
it's
like,
probably not super memory.
We'll
Considering
see.
I don't think any of road boats.
all right, everybody, we'll be so this match is the levels 136. So this will be a 15-minute match. We'll be beginning the match once I
Wait
this
for
one
Shinster. Wait
wrong.
for Shinster. Extreme Super Worlds. Every word is space.
Yeah, Extreme Super World.
Perfect.
We'll be beginning the match. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
God.
All right, we have begun our match here. We have Extreme Super World being played.
Yes.
One thing I noticed, let me just make that works.
I saw Extreme Super World and I saw Road Boss and I was like, yeah, this level's gonna suck.
Well, I mean, We'll see. I mean, this very much looks like ICDX, that one part that I saw Sushi Boys at.
Yeah. If I was them, I would be scared. I'm scared for them right now.
Yeah, it's like this ship. I mean, but yeah, we'll see if it has like an insane part or something somewhere.
Okay, I mean, so far this seems chill. I mean, this level looks super old, so I guess this is before everyone was like good at ship. Ship was impossible on like mobile, like 60 or however the frame rates were back then. No one could do ship gameplay. But yeah, we're off with the start of our match between New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Interestingly,
our last match,
all of these players were on that on the rosters that made it far in their respective Battle of the States teams. I mean, it's crazy because we have the team that got effectively, if you go by group tiebreakers and like qualifying performances, this is the team that got third versus the team that got second.
Ooh.
And they're playing on the first day of the tournament.
We got some two very strong teams in here. I am hoping just watch Fox go the wrong way and restart.
It's like a speech bubble moment. There's a lot of those in those old levels where they try to mess with you.
Yeah. Just in case anyone missed it or needs a quick refresher, our last match was between Maryland and Virginia, where Maryland took the win of the best of 3 2-0. I'm hoping to see 3 games on this one. It'll be very nice to watch.
Yeah, I mean, same here. That's kind of how I'm feeling. If we could have that, we've actually still yet to have a level race go to a deciding game in either of ours, which is kind of funny because all 3 of our level race test matches did have a result of 2-1. It's just the one team won the first 2.
Yeah,
but we never had a deciding game. But here we just skipped the next match because this is like a real competition. I don't want to waste people's time.
Yeah,
we already have a winner.
This is serious business.
Yeah, that's true.
We do see the first practice runs are trying to be completed. Fox did complete that practice run and is now just moving further back. Shinster about to finish the practice run, or may have done so already. Emerald Knight slowly reaching the ends. Sushi Boys completed that practice run and is doing a second one now. I believe Super Kiwi Tawa is a mouthful. Is the only one.
I love how Shinster has their cursor on the screen.
Like, why would you do that?
I don't know.
I can't have things on the screen. It's too distracting.
Like, if you get trust.
But yeah, I do want to go over some of the player facts because these will actually be very quick. I have the highest quality information for each of these players. So for information I did get, we will start with Fox Demix, who has a hardest of Tartarus, is a top 150 star grinder, a top 100 demon grinder. So got the skill set for these kind of matches, I would say. And additionally, if you are aware, Fox is one of the organizers of the Geometry Dash Clan tournament.
Yeah, this is true, and also one of the former organizers of the Geometry Dash World Tournament.
Yeah, so lots of interesting stuff about Fox there. Definitely a very strong player. Very excited to see how he does here.
Obviously, semi-finalist from the last edition, just like the other 2.
Oh yes, that too. We also have Magmeta, who has a hardest of Saul Goodman, has 50,000 stars, and has beaten over 500 Extreme Demons, one of the top Extreme grinders. And I believe is currently top 8 on the already Extreme Demon list.
Yeah, it's like super high.
Yeah, at least top 10. So, very strong player there as well. Now, for more pertinent information, the only thing Sushi Boys told me was that they are a chud. And Shinster just sent me a picture of their profile. And that's going to be it. So, as you see, very strong players here. You can see Magmeta starting to put
By the way, I do remember
board.
what it was, is that the because of the whole situation with the unknown race, it's like only runs past 5% count for like that show up here, but like, you know, scoring wise it'll be there because that was because of the unknown race, because we had so many 0 runs it overwhelmed Maybe I could add like an option or something, because for these, it
So
like would
that's
be
what's
nice to have the
happening.
low runs. I mean, it's not a big deal. I doubt any of these rounds end with anybody having that low of a percentage, and if they do, I'll just edit it. But like, yeah, that's why it wasn't like super accurate.
I'm glad you got that figured out.
VODs should be always on the GD World Tournament YouTube channel.
Yes. Let's see a run of 6% for Super Kiwi Tawa. I believe if Sushi Boys is not in practice mode, because that'll make me look rather foolish, is currently on a pretty big run of their own. Could put a lot of points on the board for New Jersey here. And at 50% would be the furthest run that any of the players have, like by a country mile. You see 7% comes through for Super Kiwi Tawa. I also neglected to mention Shinser 18%, Fox Dynamics 9%, and Magmeta with the run of 44 just now. Putting some points on the board for Pennsylvania. That's going to be huge for them, especially once this run from Sushi Boy concludes. Again, assuming this is not a massive practice mode run, because I'll be very sad. Approaching the 80s now, does not get tricked. 9% comes through for Super Kiwi Tawa. Yeah, from the looks, it might be the completion for Sushi Boys. We'll see. Final 10% here. 697, 98, down the staircase, and yep, that's gonna be it. Please don't be practice mode. That is the completion for Sushi Boys. Impressive stuff. That's gonna be our first completion of this match between Pennsylvania and New Jersey very early on. However, this is going to be a response from Shinser, 79%, not quite the completion, but putting more points on the board and helping to expand the deficit, because as we can see, both Emerald Knight and Super Kiwi Tawa have not gotten very far. Super Kiwi Tawa, my bad. Super Kiwi Tawa has 9%, and Emerald Knight has not scored yet. Although I believe with this attempt, yep, we'll put some points on the board. 4% for Emerald Knight, 13% for Super Kiwi Tawa. But as we can see, Fox Demix with the run of 42%, as Emerald Knight gets 5, and Magmeta with that run of 44. Because there's just runs between all three of these players that are all at least decent, they've just put a lot more percentage on the board. So even though Sushi Boys is the first to complete the level, that doesn't put New Jersey in the lead. So we are going to need to see some further runs come through from the remaining two players for New Jersey if they want to take this one.
Found out I have to install an OBS plugin because I forgot about the state flags, and then apparently the OBS doesn't support SVGs, so that's great. But
I got no idea what that is, but there's a reason you run this and not me.
Well,
as the 44 comes through from Fox. Magmeta on a new best, so is Shinster, who might actually be picking up the completion. Keep your eyes on Shinster here. We'll take a look at Magmeta in a second. I want to see if Shinster can get that completion. As 22% comes through from Super Kiwi Tawa, sort of inching forward here. But yeah, it looks like once Shinster reaches the staircase, that's going to be the completion for Shinster. Good job, Shinster. So now that is one completion for both Pennsylvania and New Jersey. But as I mentioned previously, because Magmeta and Fox have a much stronger individual best than the two players for New Jersey, they are ahead by quite a bit. 57% the lead for Pennsylvania currently. As Magmeta actually, as I mentioned earlier, was on a decent run of her own, is going to be picking up that completion. So that's 2 completions now coming through from Pennsylvania. Good job to Magmeta. That's going to be our 3rd completion of this match. And that's going to be the 2nd completion for Pennsylvania. Going to be on Fox now to get that completion, or at least keep that percentage up. So Pennsylvania may take this one. However, as we've mentioned previously, it's very easy to turn matches around in these level races just because of the difficulty of the levels. So with some strong attempts coming through from both remaining players from New Jersey, they could easily turn this around, as 25% comes through from Emerald Knight. And Super Kiwi Tawa gets tricked and is now elected to play in practice mode. So it's just going to be Fox Demix and Emerald Knight playing from 0 for the time being. We are in our final 5 minutes of the match. We will see what these players are able to do. Yeah, a little bit of a slow match for the remaining 2 players of New Jersey in the current moment. But we've seen crazy things happen. If you recall, the last match between Maryland and Virginia, we saw almost kind of buzzer beater attempt.
Yeah, that would have been for the win.
I don't remember his name anymore, but he was very loud. But I believe he got 78% with a best of, I think, 44. Or it might have been 36. Either it was a very big new best.
Also,
if it was the completion,
these
they
old
actually
levels
would've won.
tend to have lots of flukes. There's that to be said as well. Because
That's
of the
also
fact,
true, just
honestly,
because
a
I
lot
love
of
them.
old levels have much harder beginnings and endings.
Yes, in case you didn't know, balancing did not exist until 2.0.
Well, what happened is the creators wanted to make it so their levels looked like they were like the hardest thing ever, so they made like the beginning hard so people would like not be able to get past it.
Silent club step.
That was the situation. We could
And then on the
see-
other hand, you have like Depth Corridor. It's like
Yeah.
possible until like the last like 2%. There's like an impossible spam at the end. Although we have the 52% coming through from Fox. There was also a 42% run coming through from Emerald Knight, and he's currently on pace to pick up a new best once more. However, Super Kiwi Tawa is still playing in practice mode. Emerald Knight is going to go down without getting that new best. Yeah, winding down a little bit, but we still have 3 minutes left in this match. One thing I am surprised about is that Fox did not beat it yet. Just with those stats, I was expecting him to beat it in like 2 seconds. Yeah, a lot of people beat this like really quickly. I was expecting this one to delay really badly. I did just get a message from one of the victors of Super Extreme Mix. I forgot what the level is called. However, the first cube was apparently very bad, which I think I could kind of see that trend. A lot of people are getting stuck at the beginning and then just kind of beat the level very quickly. Any attempts past like the start just ended up getting very far. However, we can see Fox on pace to get a new best here. Yep, is going to get it. We'll see how much further Fox is able to get. Again, reminder, because completions came through from Shinster and Magbeta, if Fox beats this, the remaining players for New Jersey will be on their last attempts, and unless they beat it, then Pennsylvania will just be taking the win. However, we'll see what Fox is able to do on this attempt. Not past 70%. Neither player from New Jersey has gotten very far. I believe Super Kiwi Tawa did, however, get the new best of 37%. However, Fox is at the ending. I don't think we saw any deaths past 79 so far, so we'll see if Fox is able to keep that trend, pick up the completion, and put New Jersey on a bit of a timer. Is he going to be... Oh, the death to 96! No. Fox isn't going to get it.
The match continues.
It does continue. However, the one good thing about these matches is because all that matters is the furthest run that you get. At this point, pretty much, especially because the last little couple of percentages are auto, it's basically going to require Emerald Knight and Super Kiwi Tawa to beat the level if they want to take this win. Even though Fox doesn't pick up that completion, it's going to be very hard to pass that still. Because it doesn't add up all of your runs. Your best one is the only one that's going to count. Yeah, now we're in our final minute. Emerald Knight past 20%. Super Kiwi Tawa goes down to 29. Not going to get that new best. We're going to need to see some big runs come through from these players if they want to pull off this upset, take this run. Because from the looks of it, Pennsylvania is going to be picking up that first point, taking the lead in this best of 3. You see Emerald Knight on pace to get that new best. Yep, 45 going to come through. 47% for Emerald Knight. Actually, do know a couple interesting things about Emerald Knight. I believe was part of the unknown race and currently on the American team for the GD World Tournament. So does have experience in these.
Well, so is Magbeta though. So we have 2 players.
Also true. I did not mention that.
But yeah, I think Pennsylvania going into the tournament, we can see the timer is now up. So that will be it. And I don't know what Emerald Knight's doing.
Emerald Knight just stopped playing. Well, I guess Emerald Knight is done then.
Yeah.
Okay. On our final attempts for both Fox and Super Kiwi Tawa now. I believe with this, because Emerald Knight is done, Pennsylvania will win no matter what happens here. However, we'll see if Super Kiwi Tawa is...
The margin does matter for like reference. Like
Oh, that is
There
true.
you go. That is 1%.
42%.
Of an improvement.
One more percentage.
So it's gonna be up to Fox to
Where-
see if he can end this on a high note and get a completion.
One final chance at redemption. And the last time Fox got here, I just got to the ending in the 90s, so we'll see if we can do that again. Or if he will get tricked. Who knows? Super Kiwi Tawa, you are done, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Just
Fox
going to
in the
be this
70s
one
now.
thing that matters if they, because the thing, perfect score does matter considering just like the way that tiebreakers work. They could come down to that at the end, right? Like how many perfect scores a team got if everybody else is tied on every other aspect.
Exactly.
So
Plus, it'd be really cool.
that's true, yeah. No.
Oh
wait,
my
no, is he gonna
god!
beat it?
What
No,
is
he's not.
that? What is that? What am I
He's
watching? My eyes! My eyes! What is that?
Oh my god.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna briefly unmute everyone. Fox, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this.
Fox, what the fuck?
What is going on?
I don't know how to even describe.
Bro, is that
what I meant.
fucking animal still killing you, man? Like,
It might load
never
me.
take level again. Patrick, what was that?
Dude.
Never in my life have I witnessed such tomfoolery.
Bro, I don't think you could do that again if you tried.
I don't think so either.
All right, well,
That was like-
Pennsylvania
that was
takes
like
a
beyond karma
takes a
levels of
1-0
bad.
lead in the series, and so now we will get started on level 2. Kiwitawa, can you put your camera back on? Yep. All right.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are just ready to be to just do something else.
Never again, Patrick. Patrick. Never again. I'm disliking all of Robosa's levels. I have a hatred. Okay,
It wasn't that
Never
bad.
the first cube sucked.
It was alright.
It was just like
alright.
average old level. The first cube was terrible, but everything else was. It's like average
rest
old
was
level. But
fine.
the first
I
half
hated
is
the
like
ball,
top one, and the
bro.
second
Yeah.
half is
Yeah,
fun.
extreme damage timing at like
cube
10%.
was okay.
Yeah.
20 onward was fine, or whatever. 25
right.
or.
Here we go. This is our next level. Necros.
I've beaten it.
Okay,
Alright.
you just remember that you've beaten it.
No, I've beaten it. I'm trying to see. Did I what did I beat this for?
Oh, this level actually looks good.
I swear I played this in fucking Open Cup. I could be mistaken. I'm almost certain we rolled this in Open Cup.
That's
I'm
really
believe
funny.
that, we don't have a chance of getting a good level because we're gonna just get another Rebels level, bro.
What?
Oh no, I definitely did. I definitely got this in Open Cup. I remember.
That's something.
Actually, maybe not. My record's from 8 months ago. What's that? Does that line up? I don't even know. I can't do the math.
I feel like it does. I think it does. No, wait, that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
Alright, here's another level.
Next level.
We got Dead Lands.
I've beaten this.
It's
Lands?
well, alright.
Doesn't matter, I
Red has
beat it.
beaten it already.
Yo, stop.
Bro. Oh, I think this used to be an easy demon.
We got Frosk.
What?
Sushi boys, I don't
Frost?
think
It's made by Peak. It's made by
haven't
Goat
beaten
Creator.
Oh,
Oh, we're doing another one of these. Okay.
I love this
The
guy.
proud creator of Magmatic Sanctuary.
The proud creator of like levels.
Ew. Okay,
I mean,
it could have been
he-
Scarlet Surge. It could be worse.
He made
I
Uprising,
love
which is
Scarlet
like
Surge.
Uprising.
I will quit right now. I will quit right now.
okay.
I will
This
leave.
guy's awesome. It is old though, 9 years
Alright,
old.
2 weeks this
Yeah.
week. Lock in. Lock in.
It's fine.
All right, everybody. We'll be beginning the match once I see Sushi Boys here. Yep. All right. We'll be beginning the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
For Helsinki.
All right, I think that's everybody.
Yep. See that is the case, and we have begun our second match. New Jersey needs to win this if they want to still be able to win the set here.
Yes. We'll see if New Jersey can make a bit of a comeback, bring us to our first real game 3.
Yeah, we haven't gotten one yet. Oh my god. What is that?
What happened?
What Magmeta is playing? What is this level?
What is that? What?
Okay.
This level was made in 2.0 by the Wave exists. Wave exists right now. This level was made in 2.0.
Yeah.
Yes, the creator of Magmatic Sanctuary brings us another banger. We've got yet another elemental piece. Magmatic Sanctuary, lava theme. This one, we've got some ice. Except now it's purple.
Yeah.
You know, there's purple ice sometimes.
Purple ice.
If your water is purple, you get purple ice.
That sounds about right.
Okay, but yeah, you can see first practice run starting to come through. These ones a lot quicker than the last one because this level looks a lot easier to read. Emerald Knight just died to 96. I really hope he does not do that from 0. That would be rather sad.
The coin just flips you for some reason.
We can see Sushi Boys finished that practice run alongside Magmeta. I believe everyone else still in their practice runs at the moment. Fox looks like also finished the practice run and is electing to play further back. I see him last time. We'll see if he can pick up a bit of a chance at redemption, the only player from Pennsylvania not to pick up that completion. But still an insanely strong performance, despite how silly some of the deaths may have been. You do want to see those numbers if you're looking to pick up wins. Like a 96 is incredibly good. Or it was 97 actually with that final attempt. That's still huge. With the consistency like that, Pennsylvania would easily take the second match, but we'll see if New Jersey can make a comeback, because like I said, I really want to see a game 3 here. See if they can shake things up. I believe Super Kiwi Tawa going to be our first player to go from 0.
Oh, did I not remove the runs from like these Sincher and Sushi Boys ones? They don't count.
Oh, okay. Unless I wasn't.
Maybe I left them on because they were playing something else. Let me check on my logs.
Yeah. I might not have been paying attention.
No, those are
31% comes through from
Shinster's. Sushi's isn't though. This one can be removed, but Shinster's was true.
Okay, then that's on me. There was a 10% coming through from Shinster. I think this is a practice run. If I see in the corner there, I think. Yeah, practice complete. That's going to be a practice mode run coming through from Shinster. I think it was like 45 to 100, something along those lines. So Shinster already looking pretty consistent. Saw Super Kiwi Tawa put up pretty decent percentage. Sushi Boys looks like isn't even going to need that 16 percentage points because has already passed it at the drop now. We'll see how far Sushi Boys is able to get in what is probably the best UFO part of the modern age. Emerald Knight gets the run of 12%. Going to put some more points on the board for New Jersey. Sushi Boy's still going, however, and Super Kiwi Tawa on a new best. So we'll see how far these players are able to get. 60% comes through from Sushi Boys, the first attempt from 0, as 20% comes through from Emerald Knight and 50%.
And a little bit of an early lead for New Jersey here.
Every single player from New Jersey dies at once. Their attempts now somewhat synced up. I believe 37 came through for Fox. You see New Jersey has a pretty big lead right now. 83%. We'll see if Pennsylvania is able to catch up. Magmeta currently at the drop. I believe this is her first attempt from 0, as we see 31% comes through from Shinster. See how far Magmeta is able to get. The percentage to beat currently 60% from Sushi Boys. 35 comes through from Emerald Knight, who is probably enjoying this level much more than the last one.
Yeah, let's see. 62 here from Magmeta. That will bring it
Fox.
just to a 2%. Yeah, with that run, it'll put it just to a 2% deficit between both of these teams. The interesting thing is, like, with these level races, I feel like the matches have, like, always been, like, somewhat close for the most part.
Yes, I do like that. No blowouts.
Like even when it's like a blowout is like not as much of a blowout as it is in a consistency battle, where it's like you can tell within like the first 2 minutes who's gonna win the match in some of those.
Watching a team do poorly in consistency tournaments, like, you know, the one image of the guy, like as we see 37% comes through from Shinster, and he just does like the stick and he's like poking the dog. That was my brother.
Oh.
The guy just does like the stick, he's poking the dog, he's like, come on, do something. That's just like how a team performs.
It's unfortunate, yeah, because you always want to root for them, but it's like, you know, they're already down by so much that it's like kind of rough.
Yeah. At least it always feels like they can win, you know? And I like that. Speaking of winning, new best comes through from Fox. Fox looks like he wants to win this one. 51% comes through. Shinster on the new best as well. Emerald Knight approaching his previous best of 47, and I cursed him and he died. 50% comes through for Shinster, another 13 percentage points for Pennsylvania. 6% the lead now. You see that gap closed real quick. Actually, it didn't just close. It was New Jersey that was in the lead. So I believe Pennsylvania now in the lead by 6%.
They've now retaken the lead, but still just by such a small margin.
Magbetta, currently on a new best in the 70s, approaching those 80s now. We'll see if she can pick up that completion. I don't recall who was the first to pick up the completion of the last one, as Fox picks up 62%.
And Magbetta goes and gets the completion.
Congratulations to Magbetta picking up our first completion on Floss. Now up to the rest of these players. We can see with that attempt from Magbetta now, Pennsylvania ahead by 57% because Shinster just got a new best of 52. No one else too far as of right now. Emerald Knight electing to go back into practice mode. You can see Sushi Boys in those 40s now. Past the very funny looking UFO. Fox currently in that UFO as we speak. Sushi Boys goes down to 53 or 54. Didn't quite see. So unfortunately not going to be the new best. Fox, however, is dead. Fox is dead. Now Shinster for this player. In the super funny looking UFO. We'll see if Shinster can pick up that new best. Now in the 40s. I believe Shinster was one of the first people to pick up the completion on the last level. Might have actually been the first one. Oh, practice mode. I've been fooled.
Good job.
Thank you, Patrick. So I believe it is just Sushi Boys playing from zero. No, Emerald Knight is.
Despite how competitive these matches are, if Pennsylvania wins again, that would be our 5th straight level race sweep, despite them all being like competitive.
Come on, New Jersey, give me something. I say from purely an entertainment
the first one that goes to 3 is gonna
biased.
be like the one that like we expect the least. It's gonna be like a total like upset game.
Oh my god. Please no sunboard. That scared me. I have a weak heart. Oh, do you have soundboards muted?
Some of them.
That's my join sound.
That's a thing. Okay, back to Battle of the States 2. We have Fox now in the 40s, past the UFO. Shinster passed it as well. Actually on pace to pick up a new best. 53, which is a new best.
It's an improvement.
I was not wrong. And Fox gets 61, so one gets ahead by one, and one.
You know,
just
in New Jersey's
one
behalf,
behind.
a lot of this just depends on if one of them beats the level, everything changes basically.
Yes.
One completion, and they're basically just one cough away from passing Pennsylvania.
Yeah. They need like a completion and a bit more, basically.
Especially because if those attempts from Fox and Shinster are any indication,
might potentially be some struggles to get some new bests, at least for the time being. So there might be a window for New Jersey here. Again, as previously mentioned, none of these players have beaten it yet, so big runs from any of them could be massive game changers, whereas Magmeta has already beaten it, so she can't put any more points on the board. So that changes things, right? Fox actually on that new best, though, maybe joining Magmeta in completion country. We'll see. Fox in the 80s now. See if he's able to pick up that completion. Approaching those 90s.
I think he should
Could this
have
be
it.
our second completion on this level? Yep, that's going to be it. Congratulations to Fox. Fox will be picking up the second completion for Pennsylvania, and our only 2 completions on this level thus far. Now we are going to be approaching our final 4 minutes of the match. 4 minutes left for Shinster to either just seal the deal right now or for New Jersey to make a comeback. Gonna need 95% in order to surpass Pennsylvania here. So crucially, no one player is going to be able to carry them out. This wasn't the case earlier, but it's going to be even more the case now. It's the most any player could put points on the board right now individually for New Jersey is going to be 58 if Emerald Knight were to beat it right now. So we're going to need strong performances from at least 2 of the players if they want to pick up that lead. Actually, from all 3 now. Because I believe even if Emerald Knight and Super Kiwitawa, who have smaller bests than Sushi Boys, were to beat it right now, Pennsylvania would still be ahead. So every single player from New Jersey is going to need to put some points on the board now if they want to turn this around. The other thing is, I think Shinster, I believe Fox had the furthest death of any player on this level at 62, if I recall correctly. I think Magmeta might have died to 64, might have been 62 as well. But it looks like this level is pretty easy to fluke, so Shinster is very well within that range, that current best. However, so is Sushi Boys, who is actually at 78 right now. Now in the 80s, could be a completion. Or a completion. We'll see. Will Sushi Boys die to the ship? No death to the ship. Sushi Boys is going to pick up that completion. Huge for New Jersey. With that, the deficit now 61%. We will see if Super Kiwitawa and Emerald Knight are able to build on that as Shinster picks up a new best of 60%, joining Fox with that previous best before the completion. And I believe Magmeta as well, if I recall correctly. We can see that Super Kiwitawa is currently on a very strong attempt, goes down to 52. The gap now 60% between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Emerald Knight at the drop. See if Emerald Knight could maybe pick up that new best. As previously mentioned, both players need to perform now if New Jersey is to overtake Pennsylvania. Emerald Knight will go down without getting a new best. However, Shinster is still going, approaching those 50s. This could be the new best, maybe even the completion. We'll see what Shinster's able to do. Yep, that's going to be new best for Shinster. I unfortunately cannot read anymore because the percentage is purple and so is the level. However, we'll see what Shinster's able to get. Could be the completion. Shinster has the potential to just end this right now, put both Super Kiwitawa and Emerald Knight in their last attempts, as Super Kiwitawa is going to go down to 54%. But is that going to be enough? I don't think so, because from the looks of it.
But this would be probably the first. Here we go. Shinster has completed the level, and so it will be last attempts for both the New Jersey players right here.
Clock's ticking for New Jersey. They've got Super Kiwitawa at the drop. Emerald Knight soon to follow. Better make this attempt count. We need to see 2 completions come through right now.
I'm gonna put us into overtime.
We're gonna need to see some big flukes come in for both remaining players for New Jersey. Super Kiwitawa gonna go down to 53.
So that's gonna be it for Super Kiwitawa.
And Emerald Knight's gonna go down on the new best.
It will be a new best to bring the score a little bit closer, but
that's gonna be it.
That will wrap up the match. And so the final scores, let's get everybody unmuted.
Let's go. That was a level of all time.
Oh.
Oh, Emerald Knight is
That robot.
I don't think he knows the.
That robot jump at 61 is actually so hard. Like, why is that in a
It
medium
was so
demon?
hard that I forgot to do the yellow
This was
after it
tier
died.
7?
I did the same thing.
I mean, it was
I
only
did the
hard
same
because
thing,
of
Fox.
literally like that robot jump, and that was it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
everything
that
else was
robot
fucking
jump
great.
literally carries all the difficulty. The rest is like tier 5, honestly.
Yeah, I just put it 2 sticks. 'cause I-
So done. So done. Whatever. I
All
clearly
right,
don't know.
I just updated the standings, and now we are going to head to them and see how it looks like. Pennsylvania takes the 2-0 win, gets a sweep, and over here we can see that they have also won by a large enough margin that puts them first place in the group, exiting match day 1.
Yeah.
The other two matchups, obviously, both of you have yet to play Maryland and Virginia, so those will be both of your next 2 matches over the next few weeks. So, yeah, those are the standings for the Mid-Atlantic region. Pennsylvania finishes with a points difference of plus 200. Maryland finishes with plus 129, and then obviously it's the inverse for the losing teams. So, anyways, that is going to wrap it up for the stream. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah. GG's everyone.
Have a good day, everybody.
GG.